Hey guys, Big Pastor T here. Hey, I'm out here on the range today. I got a lot of little guns out here doing a bunch of videos today. I'm gonna have my wife out here a little bit later helping me out. Some of these guns are hers, and I just wanted to talk to you a little bit before we do that about safety. I've been doing these videos now for a few months and been teaching gun classes now for about 10 years, and I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about safety. It's one of the things that I really try to stress in my gun class is safety. And I even hear from some of you guys, I've heard about the funky purple shades. You guys are ribbing me about my glasses, but I wear these things because every time we're out on a gun range, you never know what kind of fragment or what kind of some kind of shrapnel might be flying, especially when you're shooting like I do out here on, this is my private range, but I shoot a lot of bowling pins, AR 500 steel targets, that kind of thing out here. So you never know when a piece of shrapnel is going to fly around. Probably not enough, because we shoot them back here about 45 feet or so. Probably not enough it's going to do a lot of damage to you, but it certainly could put an eye out. So that's why I wear the funky purple shades. And also I have these custom earplugs. I've got 4 or 5 sets of these and been wearing these for years. These things knock out about 22, 23 decibels of sound. So it knocks down. Every time you hear a gunshot that's without protection, you're going to lose a little bit of hearing. I know that's true. So you always want to wear some hearing protection, some eye protection, and then also some gun range safety rules. Today we have pistols out here. You always want to observe 180-degree rule. So I want you to imagine there's an imaginary line here, 180 degrees, right to left. It's just right here. And so that's going to be the range. I'm shooting on the range. I'm at the line to fire. Everything's clear, and I'm responsible for what happens inside that hemisphere in that 180-degree circle. Or half circle. I'm responsible for what happens back there. One of the things we want to do is we always want to keep the muzzle. That's the business end of this pistol. We always want to keep the muzzle pointed in a safe direction. And so on the gun range, a safe direction is going to be, down towards the ground, 4 or 5 feet in front of your toes, not pointing at your toes, not pointing at your neighbor's toes, not pointing at the back of your friend's legs, but down at the ground 4 or 5 feet in front of your feet, with the finger off the trigger. You're going to do that. Always going to keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to fire. You're not ready to fire until you're on a firing line. You've already made sure everything's clear on the range, and everybody knows that the range is going hot, so nobody's going to try to walk in front of you. Nobody's going to try to go up and place a target or remove a target from the board. And you're on the range ready to fire. You know what's beyond your target, you're aware of what's around your target, and then when you acquire your target, you then put your finger on the trigger and you fire the gun. As soon as you finish shooting the target, whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4, ever how many rounds you're going to shoot, when you're finished shooting, you're going to take your finger immediately off the trigger, put it back on the frame of the gun. You're going to keep a straight index finger, and you're going to keep the gun pointed in a safe direction. Now, here's where the problem lies. A lot of people can do that, but here's where the problem lies. Somebody's on a shooting line, they finish, and they want to swing this muzzle around as they're coming back to the bench, or they're going to talk to their buddies or whatever. Well, that's a problem. You got to always keep this muzzle pointed downrange. You never want this muzzle to be pointing beyond that 180-degree line, so always do that. So if you'll notice, when I'm out here on the range, I always have my guns, I try to have them with the slide locked back or the cylinder open. They're unloaded, of course, and even if I have a loaded magazine like I do with this little Sig Sauer 938, the magazine is not inserted in the gun. The empty magazines, like on this HK, they're laying beside the gun. This 1911, I try to keep the magazines out of the gun, the slides locked back, the cylinders open, the muzzles pointed in a safe direction, and I don't want to walk in front of them. I'd rather not do that. So in this, in my situation here, I have a pistol pit with 15, 20-foot walls of dirt all the way around. These guns are pointed at about 20 feet of dirt on that side of the range, and nobody walks on that side of the range when we have guns out here, especially me. I don't want anybody out here walking around. So we keep these guns like that. That's the way I always, and no matter whether it's me, I'm out here by myself right now, or whether I have 4, 5, 6, maybe sometimes I'll have up to 50 people out here with me training them. We always observe these safety rules. These safety rules, gun safety rules, will have to be observed 100% of the time. There's never a time that we say, I'm just going to shoot a couple of rounds. Not going to worry about ear protection, not going to worry about eye protection, not going to worry about what's around my target, not going to worry about shooting across this flat field with nothing to stop my bullet. I know it'll be fine. No, you don't know it's going to be fine. So you never ever do that. You always want to observe the proper safety rules. Now, if you're on the range and you're with somebody, maybe you know them, maybe you don't know them, maybe you're on a public range, and there are other people that are doing things that are not safe, you certainly want to stop them. You want to stop them immediately. You want to be kind, but you want to stop them because somebody could get hurt, and you could lose your right to be able to carry. You could lose your right to have a range in your area if somebody gets hurt, and we really don't want anybody hurt. So you got to be very, very careful with these guns, and not just handguns, with shotguns and rifles of all, whether it's a 22 or 45. Here's a 22, here's a 45. You got to be careful with all of them. Always follow the proper safety instructions, and always keep that muzzle pointed in a safe direction. So guys, in conclusion, I appreciate you coming out here today and checking this this video out, this safety video out. Hope this will help you on the range, keep you safe. I want you guys to enjoy your time on the range, have a great time, bring your kids out, bring your family out and your friends out and have a great time, but always be careful, always follow the proper safety rules. Hope you guys have a great day. Remember this, God gave us liberty and God gave us guns. Thank you, Lord, for the blessings. Have a great day.